Hello and welcome to the Cows Den podcast. I am Josh, and with me is Matt. What's up, Matt?
What's up, big boys and
Now,
girls?
now, I don't think we're considering this one of our regular episodes. We're doing kind of a special episode right now. We're just doing, yeah, we're gonna talk Suicide Squad, rather the Suicide Squad, the new James Gunn one, not the original. Well, there might be some comparisons to the original, but
Sure.
here to talk about the new one. Now, first things first, major spoilies, all kinds of spoilies. I do not want to have to avoid talking about spoilies, so I'm just gonna do it. So
Yeah.
if you have not watched the movie yet and you want to watch this video, go watch the movie first.
Yes.
All
Yes, we're
right.
gonna talk a lot of spoilers.
Yes. So right out the gate, Matt, we were talking about how um I'm just gonna come out with it. I fucking hate Pete Davidson. I don't like the kid. I just don't care for him. I don't.
well, well, and let's preface
My
it
dog
with
in the
with
background.
yeah, we got a post where Josh had talked about the original Suicide Squad and gave his opinion, 5 years ago,
It was
and
exactly 5 years ago.
yeah,
Yeah.
popped up in his timeline, and then he'd given like oh, this is much better, blah blah blah.
Yep.
And so like I had to be a smart ass and chime in and go, Pete Davidson's part's the best part.
Well, and that's the thing, man, is I hate Pete Davidson. So from the moment I heard he was going to be in the movie, I actually told my wife, I said, I hope and pray that he's one of the characters that dies in the first 5 minutes. Because in the first one they had, I want to say it was Boomerang, wasn't it? Who died in the like right when they started? Wasn't it Boomerang?
No, he went through
Who
the whole thing.
somebody died like right when they started.
Oh man, the first one. I have to go back and watch it. I don't.
To be honest with you, it's been a
Oh
while since I
yeah,
watched it.
the Boomerang inspired the Native American guy, and I can't remember his
Yes,
name
that's who it
to
was. Yeah.
like run off or something,
Yeah,
and they blew his head up. Yeah. Yeah.
so anyway, I'm gonna start with that. So first of all, yes, they fucking killed Pete Davidson right out the gate, and I was so happy about it. But let's
Oh.
do a little more, man. That opening
Yeah.
scene was
Yeah.
was incredible. It was
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and go out on a limb and say, man, if I was in DC's or if I was in Warner Brothers Productions, I would throw the entire barn at James Gunn to try to get him to stay. I know he's going to do Peacemaker, a series
Yep.
for Warner HBO Max, which is going to be, I think, going to be great. But
Oh yeah.
if I was Warner, if I was DC, I would throw the bank at him, man, because like this is up there for me as far as one of the better DCEU movies.
I mean,
So
there's been people out there saying like, oh well, at least if we don't get the Snyderverse back, I'd be happy with the Gunverse.
oh my, yeah,
I'd
like
be happy with it too, man. Like I'm
uh,
not, I mean, obviously I want Snyder to finish what he started, that more than anything. But oh dude, and honestly,
blown away, blown
that's kind
away,
of what I was
blown away.
getting at in that original post is like I didn't hate the original one the
No,
way a lot of people seem to. Like there were parts of it I didn't like, and there were parts of it that I really did like. But man, this one,
just yeah,
I
leaps and bounds.
just start to finish. We actually went to the theater to watch it. I know it came out on HBO,
That's
but
awesome.
she really wanted to go to the theater, so we went to the theater to watch it. And like start to finish, dude, I sat there with the
Yeah,
biggest cheesy grin on my face. I was just like,
right,
oh my
right,
gosh, this is
blown
amazing.
away.
This is
Well, and
amazing.
there's been a lot of talk about the Harley Quinn scene being the best Harley Quinn scene we've seen on
Yeah,
film
I
so
heard that
far.
too. I read that too.
But I will say that it's my second favorite because, to be in all honest, the original Suicide Squad,
Mhm.
it has my favorite line slash part with Harley Quinn, and that's where her and the Joker are in the purple Lamborghini,
Yeah.
and Batman jump on top, and in a totally perfect Harley Quinn line, she goes, you're ruining date night, Bat, and she pulls the gun out and shoots. And
Mhm.
and I thought that was like just totally
Just
Harley Quinn,
100%
man,
Harley Quinn.
100%
Yeah.
Harley Quinn, and that's
Yeah.
been my favorite. But this is the best scene, all around scene with her, where
Yeah.
she gets the
Yeah.
fight scene.
See, and I
Um,
actually I'm gonna bring up Birds of Prey. I know it got a lot of shit, but like
No, it was
Yeah,
good. I
again,
liked it.
I didn't
I
hate it.
liked it.
I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
It again wasn't mind blowing, wasn't
No.
amazing, but it was good. It was
Yeah.
entertaining.
Well,
Um,
Margot Robbie is a
her
very good pick for
That's
Harley.
the thing. I
I
feel
mean,
like you
a
could throw
very
her
good
in
pick.
anything, and
Yeah.
she's perfect as
She's
Harley.
Wolverine. I mean,
Um,
she's Jackman as
but
Wolverine, or
yep, yep,
Robert Downey as Iron Man.
as
Like,
Iron
she's
Man
a
for
good
sure,
fit. So
for sure. But in that movie, there's a scene where she's fighting a bunch of dudes, and she throws up a thing of cocaine, and it blows up, and it gets everywhere. And she's just like gets all jacked and crazy. That was my personal
yeah,
favorite Harley Quinn scene. This one, I mean, I know we're talking other movies, but man, this scene though, it really was amazing. Honestly, when she
right.
pops the dude in the chest, I was
Yep.
seriously like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
And then she goes on her little thing about how she can't date toxic men, basically. And yeah, dude, it was again classic Harley Quinn though. Like
Well,
you can
I
tell
was
it's her trying
talking.
to get whatever.
I was talking about the gunfight scene
Of
at the end,
course,
like
of
when she gets,
course,
well, not at the end, but when she gets free. But
right.
yeah, and I
But I'm
mean
saying that scene caught me because like that
yeah,
scene is where I was like, oh shit, because well, that scene kind of led into that other scene. It's kind of what I was
right,
getting at. Is it started
right,
with that, and then she fought her way out. And
yeah,
oh man, even when she was hanging up and they were torturing her, and then she, quietly freaking lifts her leg up and just freaking that was
yeah.
just
And
awesome, man.
well, and I'm really glad that they went the R route and they let him
I'm
do
so
his
glad that
thing. You
WB is
know,
embracing the R route. Like I
yeah,
love it.
and
Because
letting the directors do their thing. Because like
yeah,
that's been their big like Achilles heel, has been like they just can't get out of their own
and
way.
and like I'm starting to think that they're realizing that. I'm starting to think
Yeah,
that they're starting to realize like we need to, because we did get the Snyder cut. They did eventually release his version of it. And now
yeah,
we got James Gunn, who, and I mean, obviously it was all circumstantial too. James Gunn was going over to, got fired from Marvel, and
right,
DC was like, Marvel or Warner Brothers was just like, hey, come over to us. We'll let you do whatever you want.
dude. I would throw the bank at him, and I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
don't get me wrong. Harley Quinn was great, but Peacemaker,
Okay.
I did
Okay.
not.
I gotta say, for me, who stole the show was Polka Dot Man. Polka Dot
Yeah.
Man stole the fucking show, man.
So everybody's arguing online right now about who stole the show, and I loved them all.
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't.
Ratcatcher.
I
And
right, yeah. I mean, okay. So here's a little bit of trivia for you, Josh. Do you know who the Ratcatcher's dad is? The
well,
actor?
yeah, it was Taika Waititi. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what he directed?
Yeah, well, that's what
Thor
I mean.
Ragnarok.
Everybody knows who Taika Waititi
I
is.
know, but he draft. I well, okay, but not everybody. But he directed Thor Ragnarok,
And
and that's
the new
actually
Thor: God and Thunder, or for
yes.
Love and Thunder. Yeah.
Yes, but it was just cool seeing him on it too. But Peacekeeper, I was not expecting that from John Cena. I
No.
thought it was going to be a joke. I thought
Nope.
that he was going to be cheesy. He did
And
an
and
amazing
but
job, and
he
that
and he
scene,
was cheesy, but in the best way. In
right?
the best
Yes,
way.
yeah.
Um,
I guess I should say I was expecting like a wrestler John Cena, like
yeah.
overly cheesy,
Mhm.
but it was perfect. And man, that scene with Tank, um,
Oh my
or
god. When
yeah, is it Tank? Tag the Joel Kinnaman,
the
the
leader guy,
leader. Yeah,
Rick
uh,
Flag.
Rick Flag. There we go. I don't
Yeah.
know where I was getting it, but the scene between him and Rick Flag,
Oh yeah.
like that was awesome.
Dude,
And
honestly, I loved when they were trying to sneak into the village to get him out, and
yeah,
they were just killing everybody on the way in, and they were kind of like, there was a scene where John Cena's walking by some dude who's like asleep, and he just takes an axe and he's just
yep,
as he's walking by him,
yeah, that scene between Bloodsport and
where they're like
uh,
duking it out to see who gets better
yeah,
kills or whatever. Yeah.
yep,
Yeah,
Peacemaker,
Bloodsport and
yeah,
Peacemaker. Yeah.
yeah. Well, and
Idris Elba, dude.
dude, yeah. I mean,
I
it
mean,
was
everybody. That's the thing.
everybody,
Everybody
you
nailed
know,
their role
and
perfectly.
num
Oh
nums,
yeah.
like
Oh,
it's
Stallone, dude. Oh,
dude. I mean, and it was very well written. It
I
was
mean,
like, here's my thing,
let me say this. It was well written for the Suicide Squad. Like, I mean,
yes,
it's an overly kind of cheesy type of movie in a way, but
yeah,
like that's what's perfect for the Suicide Squad. So, like, I mean,
yeah,
it's not Oscar worthy, but it's fucking
no,
Suicide Squad.
no, and I mean, and I know that it's not it's rough to make the comparison, but I would say it's like Guardians of the Galaxy meets Deadpool. Like if you're looking for a comparison on the Marvel
Mhm.
side,
Yeah.
and he made an homage. He made a Mantis from Guardians
Oh
of the
yeah.
Galaxy is actually in it. I don't know if you've seen that pop up, but he did an interview,
Not.
and I went. So
I
he
heard
did an
somebody was
interview.
in it, but I don't know.
Well, so he did an interview where he admitted that he put Mantis, and so and when I had to go back and watch it. So when I watched it the first time, I was like, why are they paying so much attention to this five dancers when they go into the club?
Oh, okay.
And there's the five dancers on the stage, and they
Mhm.
stay with them for like a few seconds, and you're like,
Yeah.
why? They're
Like
not
an
doing
extra,
anything.
right?
The lady in front, that's the Mantis. So
Okay.
I had to go back and watch it, and it was really cool, and
Oh
just
yeah.
I'm blown away. I didn't have a favorite character on this because I
Uh,
felt like they all did great in their own way.
yes, everybody. That's what I'm saying. Everybody on the team nailed their roles perfectly. And I think my only complaint was that like in that first scene where they hit the beach,
Mhm.
yes, they kill Pete Davidson, but they also kill Nathan Fillion and they kill
Yeah,
Flula Borg and I was
that's where they
just
killed
and what's
Boomerang.
his name too? What's his
Boomerang
name?
and
No, the guy
oh
with the hair.
yeah,
Oh my god, what's his real name though? He's in
um,
Walking Dead.
it's Merle. It's
Yeah.
dang it, Yondu.
Anyway,
He's Yondu. Yeah,
yeah, his he the fact that he was made out to be this badass and then he just sort of was like and ran away. But like, yes, they killed Pete Davidson. I was really bummed that they killed off Nathan Fillion's character right out the gate though.
yeah, yeah.
But that's my like only complaint. I mean,
But I'm glad that they did it.
right,
Because like when you watch the trailers or you saw the lineup, you're like, oh my God, they're gonna have like 30 freaking people. How the hell
right,
is this gonna work?
right.
Um, and he pulls it off. He pulls it off, and then you get a surprise at the ending.
And
I
fucking well,
thought the
and fucking
final,
Starro, dude. Starro.
yeah, dude, he
Yeah.
was great. And
Mm-hmm.
just all around, man, the bad guy was great. I thought the bad guy was gonna be stupid, or I thought it could have been stupid. I should have known. Gunn does great work,
Oh yeah.
but like when you hear the story plot and then you see all that stuff, you kind of worry. But um, did great. The ending was awesome.
Dude,
Um, yeah,
Starro was crazy. Like, and
and
there's
then
the yeah.
make sure that you sit through the credits.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely got a post credits scene. I don't know, man. Like I feel like I'm hearing mixed things when I look online, but I loved every bit of this. I from start to finish, I thought it was perfect. I thought it nailed each, like you said, nailed each character. It gave each character enough time. It didn't overly focus on certain things. It like everybody, yes, Harley Quinn had a scene, but so did what's his
everybody
name?
did.
Bloodshot. Everybody kind of had
Yeah.
like their own awesome, crazy scene.
Right.
Um, dude, and again,
And the
polka
polka
dot man. I'm
dot,
sorry, man. When
dude.
he throws those
Well,
things, I was just
oh
like,
man,
holy
yeah,
shit, yeah.
yeah. He's
Um,
he's he's if I'm not mistaken, he's in
he was
Batman's.
in
He's
Dark
he's the
Knight.
right.
He was a Joker's like henchman guy.
Right. And like they made him way better in this than that. But no, I mean like I would definitely recommend it. There I had one
Highly
issue.
recommend. What's up?
And that issue was like I don't understand why the new president like he keeps saying that Harley Quinn's anti-American. That's the only issue that I had was like I've never seen, read, heard anything as far as Harley Quinn being anti-American. Now, like I
Right.
don't like they
Well,
could have been like
maybe he was just saying that to get her to convince her to come on board.
maybe I just felt like
I don't know.
why not just make him like be in love with her or anything. It's just that was the only part that I had an issue with is I want an understanding like
Right.
why was he so like pushy on the fact that Harley Quinn's some anti-American when she's
Right. Well, that
never
was the
been.
thing is
So
that's why he said he was so fascinated with her because she's like an anti-American or whatever or something like that. Yeah. I
right,
don't
and
know.
I've never seen that, but other than
Right. And
that,
I've
man,
never really thought of her like that. I mean, I guess just
right,
because she's like a bad
an
person and an
anarchist
anarchist
maybe,
and yeah,
but
I don't know.
but I still would say this is a solid.
I
If we're rating out at 10, I would give it a 9. I
I would
mean,
give it a solid
you know,
nine.
it's it's
Solid
it's
nine.
it's well all around. Like if you're a comic book fan, I think you'll be happy. And if you're not a comic book fan, if you just like good movies,
It,
um, I think it's great. I really
Right.
do. You know,
And okay, so violence over the top, crazy
yeah.
violence, almost through the
Oh
whole
yeah.
thing. Language, there's times where it's really bad, and then there's times where it's like not so bad at all.
Yeah.
Um, there's like two times in the movie where you see a dude's junk when they're coming in through the camp, and then you see some topless women. So nudity, a little bit, just barely a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
But definitely R rated, but not like, I don't know. To me, I wouldn't say it's over the top R rated.
No, but
No, it was. It
when
was. It
yeah,
had bad language, bloody,
when
gory. It was. That's
well
just me.
when the shark is ripping, what the heck is his name?
Straight rips him in half.
Yeah,
I don't remember his real
rips in
name. That
half.
was driving me nuts all day
Yeah,
today. It's King
yeah.
Shark, but I don't
It's
remember.
yes,
I don't remember
yeah,
his real freaking name.
right.
Driving me nuts all day today.
Right. But
Uh,
I mean when King
Stallone,
Shark
dude.
was when
Yeah,
King Shark ripped that dude in half, that was so
yeah. I
awesome.
take that back. It's
And
really bad,
man, that scene, like I'll tell you, James Gunn knows how to pick a soundtrack. He knows how to put the music in.
dude.
And
And
yeah,
when freaking Pixies came on as they're walking through the rain, I was like, oh my god, like yeah.
and I mean the sun, the way that he did the sun play off of that,
Mm-hmm.
man, like it was perfect. It all around, man. Just you got to make sure you go see it. It's really
Yes.
good. So
I recommend going to see it in theaters because I was very happy I didn't watch it at home. I didn't really want to. We went because my wife wanted to, but she kind of drug me along, and I'm very happy that she did because I don't think I would have experienced it the same way at home. It was fantastic in theaters. Just all around awesome movie. Definitely recommend checking it out. So I think that's it though. Like I said, this was just supposed to be a little special
little
episode.
suicide
We'll
special.
still do the regular episode. I think that's next weekend. Yeah, next weekend.
Yeah.
And we'll talk. We'll probably talk the finale of the tournament or the semifinals, wherever we're at on that. I think it's the semifinals, right?
Yeah, we're at the Elite Eight, so we got to get it down to 2v2 or
Oh shit! So no,
quarterfinals.
still in the eight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. Elite Eight. So
quarterfinals. All
yeah.
right. Well, all right. Well,
So we
thanks for
might do
watching.
another round in between, but yeah.
Yeah, we might.
Yeah.
We might. But still, we'll do. We got the regular episode coming next weekend. So thanks for
Yes.
watching. Again, definitely recommend checking out Suicide Squad. Later.